What's up, you guys? Should I say Merry Christmas right now or tomorrow? I don't know. Well, Merry Christmas, anyways. Um, Honestly, if you do have a tree, a Christmas tree, I am very jealous of you. If you do have a family that you are planning to spend Christmas time with, I am very jealous and envious of you. Uh, but all jokes aside, I think this is the gift, like the people that you are around, like the vibe that you get, the family and everything like that. That's why I always wanted to be a billionaire because growing up, when I was little, that's what I grew up around, My whole family was there. Not all the time, but I remember a Christmas where all my brothers was there and we were together and we played, you know what I mean? We had how you call it? We had fireworks and things like that. We did some pretty crazy, dangerous stuff, but that's the memories that I will never forget. You know what I mean? And that's the spirit of Christmas. Christmas, like Big Mike. Big Mike used to say like that. Christmas. Oh man, I love Big Mike, man. I don't know if y'all seen the video I just shared, but I was upset, you know what I mean, because of some personal stuff going on behind the scene that I'm not even gonna entertain or speak about because it's not gonna do any good to me or to you. Because whatever you focus on, you attract, right? So we're moving past that. Big Mike sent that video right directly to me. Like I opened my TikTok, bam. That's it. If that wasn't Big Mike, I don't know what was. You know what I mean? But that's how the universe communicate with you. You're gonna get signs. Angels gonna get you. You're gonna see angel numbers. That's God right there. And you know what? I watched that video. My whole mood switched up. I was upset and all of that. But I watched that and my whole vibe switched up. I started to think clearly, like, hey, it's nothing to be upset about. It's nothing. It's Christmas. You know what I mean? That's how gangster you gotta be. Be gangster and hard for love. You know? How long can you maintain a positive state of mind? That's the real work right there. That's how you can impress somebody right there. If you wanna be hard and all of that gangster stuff, that's how you do it. I'm pretty sure that's why even when Mike went to Brazil, guess where it was at? In the favelas, in the ghetto, ran by the gangsters. The gangsters respected Mike like that. Mike was something special, man. Man. Y'all know I love Jay, right? But Jay, I ain't even gonna speak on it, but let's just say that when you look at Mike and you look at Jay, both of them are great people, but the difference is not to try to make comparisons, right? Because that's not the point, and I don't feel like starting a whole debate that don't need to be, you know what I mean? I'm not trying to do that, but I'm just pointing out because, I try to study the greats. Jay is damn near my favorite human being alive. I don't give a fuck what this nigga did. He's that nigga, right? But Michael, holy moly, guacamole. That's all I'm gonna say on that. You know what I mean? So this is the thing. Jay went through a lot. You know what I mean? He went through a lot of disappointments. A lot of motherfuckers backstab him, and you can feel that shit when you listen to his music. You know what I mean? You feel encouragement and everything like that. But Mike, on the other hand, felt the same stuff, but he somehow found a way to what they both did. But I'm just saying, like, I was upset right now, right? I could easily pull out a Jay song and feel justified for being upset. Now, Mike, on the other hand, it's going to be a little bit harder to find one of those songs and still feel justified for being upset. You know what I mean? It's like when you listen to Mike, you start to put things in perspective like, okay, I gotta get softer. It's not that deep. I'm only hurting myself right now by being upset. Jay, on the other hand, you're gonna feel upset even more. You're like, yeah, fuck them niggas. Ah! You know what I mean? Although his last album, 444, you could see the transition. And that's the beautiful thing about it. And I believe the next album that he comes up with is gonna be more of that stick, more of that stilo, you know, and that's a wonderful thing because Jay always evolves. That's wonderful. And I wish him the best, you know what I mean? I don't care how many billions that nigga got. Get all the billions, nigga. Never die, nigga. Live forever, my nigga. You know, because he came from nothing. Like, I feel ashamed because I'm a Silver Spoons kid, you know what I mean? If Jay's a billionaire, what am I doing? I had more than him. What's my excuse? You know what I mean? So that's why he's the greatest in my eyes. Because if he can do it out of nothing that he came from, the ghetto and all of that, anybody can do it. And guess what? If you listen to Jay's stuff, you're gonna learn some shit. You know, if you actually listen to it and pay attention, take notes and all of that, you're gonna learn some shit. You might fuck around and become a billionaire your damn self. And guess what I'm doing? Exactly that. So yeah, man. Success leaves clues. You ain't gotta figure everything out on your own. You ain't gotta be like most people. You ain't gotta listen to nobody for real. Because for real, don't nobody know anything. That's what I'm coming to terms with. People gonna come up to you asking you what you doing, what you doing. Don't even say nothing because the more you try to justify or explain, you're wasting your time, man. Because those people are those people. You know what I mean? We're not even going to focus on those people. Focus on you. Get this book. Apply the knowledge in this book. You're gonna be set for life. Let me tell you. Okay? Alright. Talk to y'all later. Merry Christmas.